Okay, so tell us what your name is and how old you are.
Okay, Richard, 65 years old.
Okay, and where are you from originally?
Born in Germany, came here when I was 5 years old.
Okay, and did you grow up in Cape Town?
Cape Town.
Tell us about your childhood.
Childhood was fine, but I was the youngest. There was 16-year difference between my two brothers and my sister.
Okay,
So when I went to primary school, they were out of high school already.
okay,
So I grew up basically alone, eh? I got sent away to boarding school. Then I played rugby, good rugby, Craven Week. Came down to Cape Town, went to villages. Was about to play with Western Province, Nick Mallet, those years. But the army called me up.
okay,
And Nick Mallet went to find out if they can delay, perhaps, my call up. They said no. I went to Angola for 2 years, fighting terrorists against my will. But if I didn't do it, I'd be locked up for 2 years, conscientious objector.
What does that mean?
You don't want to defend your country, so we put you away for your army service, 2 years, or you go to where we tell you to go. Yes, and then after that, my brother passed away while I was on the border, came back. My other brother passed away. My sister passed away. My mom, my dad, and I was stuck because I had no uncles, aunts, or anyone to phone in Germany. Because lost contact there when I came here. And then I got engaged.
How old were you at that stage?
40 years, about 40 years.
Okay.
Lived in Muizenberg for 14 years. Went to Joburg to do a job. My wife got COVID. My two daughters came down to Cape Town. They passed away. Wouldn't let me in at Grooteski.
So your wife and your daughters passed away?
Both, all three.
During COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then lost the house I rented because I was paying off the accounts, clothing accounts. Which is astronomical for three ladies. So I was selling masks at the time, doing very well.
Masks?
Yeah,
okay.
2-3 boxes a day.
Okay.
Which is fantastic. Then I went to pens. Now there's a total decline because of smash and grab at the robot.
Are people afraid to open their windows, or what's the decline?
Yeah, so like it's a stigma, eh? 90% of the people that stand at the robots do drugs or alcohol.
And is that true for you, or?
Not for me.
Do you
used to
drink
smoke a bit of
alcohol?
dope. Yeah, now I'm very against the smell of it. And it doesn't make you feel good the next day, the headache. Babalas, they call it. So I'm not a drinker. And I smoke a bit of weed, which we all do, most. And that's the stigma now. So I used to sell 20-30 pens a day.
Yeah.
Now I'm selling 2-3 pens a day. 10,000 cars pass me. I'm elderly, 65. The youngsters battle even more. Can you imagine? I try and keep myself as neat as possible, not to look like a tramp.
But how did you end up on the streets then? How did that?
I lost everything, like the rental of the house.
That's
Couldn't
now
keep up with the payments.
Which year was this?
4 years ago.
4 years ago. Okay, so you couldn't keep up with the payments.
No.
And that is when your family passed away.
Yeah, before that, and then I paid the accounts off all of it.
Okay.
And with the mask money. And then I was stranded. I used to stay at the lodge in town, 100 rand a night. And at the end of the day, I couldn't make that. I was making 60, 70 rand without food. Yeah. Went to the shelters. They let me know. They find me on the pavement here. Would you like to be in the shelter? Yes. They do the documentation. They never come back.
Okay. And have you stayed in the shelter?
They're all full. Galville's full. Driving Tan's full. They built a new one in Greenpoint. Full. Town is full. They stole the cables in town. No electricity for a month. So that's it. And the people prefer to live on the street.
Why is that?
Because of the discipline.
Okay.
You have to be in a certain time. You can't do drugs there. So it's difficult because a lot don't want to be out because they can go home. They come from good families. The families come here and drop off food. So, but at home it's discipline, you know. You can't play your music and smoke your dope or whatever 2 in the morning like you can here.
Yeah. And what work did you do before you ended up?
Interior decorator.
Okay.
Painting, tiling, plumbing.
Okay.
But I got too old for that. To slow down a bit.
Yeah.
That's about my life story in a nutshell.
Okay. And now you're I see you mostly here in Mowbray, right, at the traffic lights on Durban Road. Okay. Yeah. And how did you end up here in this particular area?
Town became troublesome because every robot's got someone standing. Yeah. The gangsters step in with the security and they want a cut of your teeth for the day.
They want to?
A cut, like a tax, they call it. So if he comes across, the security wants a 2-liter Coke and a pie, and you can't afford it, he puts the gangs on you to roughen you up. So I had a bit of altercation there and left town and got as far as observatory. Okay. It's okay, but it's very student orientated and people don't bother with pens there. Everything is, you know, laptops and cell phones. Yeah. So I thought traffic is better, more of a variety. Ended up here, and this is where I stayed, all over Mowbray.
And do people help you here? They do buy pens, but you're saying just much less now.
Much less, but they do buy. And some do a donation, you know, yes, 50 Rand, buy yourself some stock.
Yes.
But that's all gone down now because of the smash and grab that happened in Pylands not so long ago.
What happened there?
They smashed the window, took a cell phone and a chain. Most of those people live in Hanover Park, Lanenberg. They come to town, they smash and grab, they leave town. We left behind with a stigma. Oh, okay. It's us now. That's Allah. So when the people come riding on and you're standing there, the windows go up. So you can feel it, sense it, the tense, no?
So they don't feel safe?
Yeah. How far and fast can I run at 65? And dive through your window and take your phone.
And where are you sleeping now?
At the moment, outside the church in Mowbray, the top one, Roman Catholic.
Oh, yes.
They won't allow you in, so just outside.
Okay. And what's it like living on the streets?
It's hard, especially food-wise. And the gangsters are always here.
Do they rob you, or what do they do then?
Yeah, if you're not strong enough, they do. But I can't really fight back at my age, but I put my foot down, you know. One of us are going to get hurt. If they're 3, one is going to get hurt. If they're 4, one is going to get hurt. The one I connect is going to get hurt, and that makes them back away because no one wants to take a step forward. Because of my size, maybe. The youngsters, they like to bully. And once they got you, you know. Once they rob you every day. They see you.
Do they just want your, like, the money you've made or your clothing? What do they want?
Belt, give me your cap. I want your socks, shoes. Give me the sandals. What's in your bag?
So like anything they can get.
Then this afternoon he sees you again. What's in your bag? Give me the cap. Give me the scarf. They like what they see is what they want. So if you leave a cool drink next to your bag, they want to sip. If you put it in your bag, they want to ask you for a sip. They can't see it. Spoiled brat type of, what can you call it? Street yuppie, spoiled brats. And there's no word for it, but it's inhumane. Drugs is the main issue. Women.
What do you mean, women?
If one new woman comes here and she allows to be slept with, everyone sleeps with her right through. No? And she gets what she takes. Heroin, buttons, tip, whatever her desire is. They don't pay her money. They'll give her food and pay her with the choice of drug. That is the world, the street world, street life. And I've spoken to many youngsters and guys for help. They just won't go to a shelter. And then I let them speak without interrupting. And I can sit like we're sitting now, standing, till 4 in the morning without interrupting and just listening. And he opens his heart and he cries and he tells me everything, all the abuse he went through. The next morning I say, okay, let's go. Then it changes.
Oh, to the shelter or what?
Yeah, then it changes. Let me just go get this, and it disappears.
Why do you think that happens?
The fear of the commitment of the shelter. He doesn't want to stop using drugs. Makes him feel good. Okay, there is an alternative drug for heroin, which is methadone. No?
What is
medicine.
That? Is it like a pill or what? How does one take that?
It's a liquid, and you get the pill form.
Yeah.
The rest is not very addictive, buttons, tacha, tick, maybe a little bit because you start aching your joints, so you have another hit. But heroin is the killer, and it's not heroin here in the Western Cape. It's homemade stuff.
Yeah.
It's not the original thing.
And what does that do to people?
It makes them calm, it makes them sit and relax, but it doesn't last long, 20 minutes. Then it becomes desperate. You can't make money, pick up enough tins, right? Opportunity, lad up in the car, break window, smash and grab at the robots. That's how the crime escalates.
Yeah. And what do you think is the answer to the homelessness in Cape Town?
Answer is get the guy, talk to him.
Yeah.
Don't force him. Don't put too many laws on him. And let him do what he always wanted to do. Make leather sandals, make plastic dolls, whatever. Let him do it. Give him a bit of stock. It's not a fortune. Let him make his own little store. Let him work towards a goal and see what he does with the profit of that. But give them an opportunity to do what they wanted to do always, like sell fruit, sell fish, sell whatever. That's the one way of approaching it. But to send them to a shelter, in by 5, in by 8 at night, out by 4:30. Right, you're going to the toilet. Why are you going to the toilet so much? There's no hot water today. This is all you're having. It's, I don't know, maybe militant, They're not used to, from home they are, discipline, respect.
Yeah.
They run away from that. I'm talking about those that have been on the street since they were born.
Have you met people like that?
Yeah, there's a few.
Okay.
They haven't had the opportunity to live in a family life.
Yeah.
So give him a chance, but he will never admit that, because then they would bully him, say he's a no good, he's worth nothing, he's got no family.
Okay.
Then the others with status.
What do you mean with status?
They come from good homes.
Okay.
The deliveries get done, airtime gets sent. E-wallet gets, I want to shop right voucher, okay.
So the family's still looking after them. They know they're on the streets, but they're looking after them.
But they still do the sacrifice, because it's your kid, it's your son, it's your daughter.
Yeah.
And every time you hope, you get false hope they're coming home. I know both of them. Top gangsters.
Those two are?
Yeah, very top. Top. Both weapons, knives.
But their families are not looking after them, I'm assuming.
They come from good homes, both of them.
Okay.
And the thing is, they won't do nothing now because I'm here.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Now that one on that side is the head of the gang here. That one walking that way is the second head. And they are the guys that give the order, right? Get 5 guys to go and move.
Okay.
Go break in like a syndicate. You go there, and you bring what you get, and we split it.
Okay.
Sometimes they get done in, and then there's a fight. I'm giving you now the inside. So obviously not mentioning names or gang names. This is the life in the street. It's controlled.
What have you learned by living on the street?
What have I learned? It's a survival, And it's a good example of guerrilla warfare. Good example. Excuse Afrikaans van 'n burgeroorlog, né? Hoe gaan jy survive? Your plek, and the cops are involved, the security are involved. They actually sell some of the phones.
Okay.
It's like a little underworld, not so big and advanced as the top notches.
It's like a whole world. Yeah, it's like a whole world that people don't know about. We just drive around in our
once
cars.
You enter there, you can't go out again unless you sacrifice yourself.
If you're into that kind of gangster life,
And you know what's going on, you can't turn away.
Okay. And how could people, if they wanted to help you specifically, because you are here on the corner of Durban, what is this other road? Liesbeek Road, right?
Yeah.
How could people help you if they wanted to help you?
Just a place to stay. Just to be able to wash, but there's a mobile shower in.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Ops or Salt River. I went there on Friday. First shower in 3 years. Okay.
Okay.
Apart from the cowboy splashes. But
is that in the Liesbeek?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's fantastic. But it's a mobile thing, And everyone's welcome Monday to Friday.
Okay. Cool.
Absolutely fantastic.
Amazing. Yeah. It's a good idea, hey?
Brilliant.
Who do you think pays for that? Is it like private?
There's an African name on the door, Nina something.
Oh, that's so
but
cool.
It's fantastic because they spray it clean. It's, what do they call it, sanitized.
No. Is the water warm?
Yeah,
what?
Hot,
And that drives around Obs or Salt River?
No, it stands still.
Oh, and then people come.
People
That's so
come.
clever, yeah.
It can take 8 at a time, But brilliant, and 15 minutes, I must have been in there 40 minutes.
And you probably feel like a new man after that, right?
When I opened that door, it was like, you know, when you come out the sauna and you dive into a pool and you like come up.
Yeah.
Enlightenment. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's a good idea if people wanted to donate. I must find out what the name of that is and maybe donate to that.
And donate to the, what's this place in Claremont? I haven't been there, but I've got enough for a year.
Okay.
Tickets. I've got one on me. Just read it because I stole my glasses while I was sleeping. Off my head, So they could have cut my throat while at it.
So this is My Change, powered by U-Turn and Mess. What is that?
U-Turn Claremont,
Clothing.
Brilliant.
Okay, used for one of these services where available. Clothing, shower, meal, and safe space. So you could go here.
Yes, present that if available. Okay. If available, which I can't comment on because I haven't been there, but I've got over 100 of these tickets.
Okay, so people give you this, and then you go there and see if you can get one of those things.
Yes, and I tell them this is better than money because what are you going to get for 25 rand?
Yeah, exactly.
Not one choice of the 4.
But I hope that actually works. Would have been good if you could have actually tested it out, to see if it works.
I should physically go there.
Maybe. Well, next time, go and do that. Next time we can come and talk to you.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Okay. So is there anything else people can do to help you? Maybe work, like what if they could? So you said place to stay is the most important
thing. And maintenance, if I can work in the building and do the maintenance, put the bins out, I'll do that.
And you don't have any dependencies or anything, right? You're not addicted to anything?
No. I'm clean as a whistle and try and stay fit. I'm 65. I don't look too bad, the people say. And I'm up 5:30 in the morning and sleep very irregular, sometimes 3 in the morning, because you've got to sleep with one ear open and one eye open, So you don't really sleep.
You never sleep,
You don't really
sleep anxious.
Out. Look, last week I must have had 4 hours sleep. Because it was a bad patch in the street gang thing. So you couldn't sleep because there were outsiders coming in. So.
Okay, anything else you would like people to know about living on the streets or about you or, any stigmas that people might have or what do you?
Yeah, look, when the people at the robots want to comment on that, it doesn't have to always be money. Give food, leftover food, you don't have to go buy. And preferably don't give bought Kentucky that hasn't been touched because they resell it. That is a bad thing.
Oh, really? You can resell it?
They sell the food and they sell it to the merchants for drugs. So take a bite of the chicken or open it. Don't give sealed peanut butter jars. Open it. Take a teaspoon out. Put your finger in it. Then they can't resell it. That's my advice for that money coming in going to the drug people. That's a help. Make the sandwiches at home if you got time.
Yeah.
But hunger is the main thing. Hunger is the cause of gangs pulling them in. Here's something to eat. What do you smoke there? And now you owe them for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Oh,
That's the sad part.
Yes.
There's a variety of age differences. So there aren't any cliques, meaning that's the old group, that's the middle age group, that's the young group. It's mixed, which is also not very healthy because We all have different times of doing things and saying things, and the intellect is, some are very clever, some aren't. They express themselves by swearing every second word.
Yeah.
And that's sad because he's got the talent, you know. He's a hard worker, he's neat, but hy vloek net aan mekaar.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. Anything else you'd like people to know? Or
No, that's about it,
you?
man.
Okay.
And if you do give money, don't give more than R5.
Otherwise, it goes to drugs.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, and all of the best to you.
You're welcome.